Hello friends, in this video we will be talking about basics of IUPAC nomenclature. The very basic things which you need to know before you start writing down the names. Let's start. The very first thing that you need to understand that when you are talking about carbon compounds, carbon shows the property of catenation. Catenation is a self-linking property. Self-linking, which means carbon can combine with another carbon and this chain can go to infinite length. आप जितने कार्बन सोच सकते हैं उतने कार्बन बॉन्ड हो सकते हैं, right? But one very important point that one carbon is tetravalent. Tetravalent means which forms 4 bonds. It forms 4 bonds. As you can see in this particular structure that I have shown, every carbon is making 4 bonds. You see, every carbon is making 4 bonds. So this is the basic structure of a carbon compound, right? Now, while we are doing the nomenclature, the basic things, the very first thing, let us see that to how many carbons a given carbon is bonded. देखते हैं कि एक कार्बन अपने आसपास कितने कार्बन से जुड़ा है. तो इस फर्स्ट कार्बन को देखिए तो आप बोलेंगे सर ये तो एक से ही जुड़ा है, इट इज बॉन्डेड ओनली टू 1. इस कार्बन को देखिए 2 को, इट इज बॉन्डेड टू 8, 6, 1 एंड 3. ये 4 से जुड़ा है, राइट? 3 को देखते हैं, इट इज बॉन्डेड टू 2 एंड 4. सो इट इज बॉन्डेड टू 2. लेट्स लुक एट 4, इट इज बॉन्डेड टू 3, 5 एंड 7. So it is bonded to 3 carbon atoms. Let's look at C5. It is bonded only to C4. Look at C7, bonded only to C4. Look at C8, bonded to C2. Look at C6, bonded only to C2. Right? आप बोलेंगे sir, what is it that you want to teach us? Based on the number of carbons to which one carbon is bonded, we give it a degree. We call it 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree or 4 degree likewise. Okay. So if one carbon is bonded to only one carbon, it is 1 degree. So let us see which all carbons are 1 degree. You see this C1 is 1 degree, C8 is 1 degree, C6 is 1 degree, C7 is 1 degree, C5 is 1 degree. So why they are all 1 degree? Because they are bonded only to one carbon atom, right? Let's go ahead. 2 degree. The carbon which is bonded to 2 carbon atoms is a 2 degree carbon atom. So you see C3 bonded only to C2 and C4. So it is a 2 degree carbon atom, right? Likewise, the one which is bonded to 3 carbon atom will be 3 degree. So look at the C4. 1, 2, 3. So C4 is a 3 degree carbon atom, and the one which is bonded to 4 carbon atoms will be a 4 degree carbon atom. So this one is marked at red and blue. So this C2 is a 4 degree carbon atom, right? एक बार रिवाइज करते हैं what we have done. That 1 degree carbons will be C1, C8, C6, C7 and C5. So these are 1 degree carbon atoms, right? 2 degree carbon atom C3, 3 degree carbon atom C4, 4 degree carbon atom C2, right? Now these 1 degree carbon atoms are also termed as primary carbon, 2 degree as secondary carbon, 3 degree as tertiary carbon, 4 degree as quaternary carbon. Okay, so this is the first important thing which you need to know. Let's go ahead. Let us see how the IUPAC name looks like. एक IUPAC name दिखता लिखा कैसे जाता है, right? जैसे normally हम लिखते हैं ना first name, middle name, surname, right? तो इसी तरीके से how do we write an IUPAC name? तो we have a prefix, we have a root word, we have a suffix. ये 3 basic parts हैं. What is root word? बेटा किसी भी carbon compound में we have to see the longest chain which contains maximum number of carbon atoms or the longest ring again containing maximum number of carbon atoms. ठीक है? So from there you derive the root word. Now, if there is one carbon in the longest chain, the root word will be meth. Likewise, 2 carbon, eth, 3 carbon, prop, then but, pent, hex, hept, oct, non. If there are 10 carbons, it is dec. Okay? So this is root word. Let's go ahead. Suffix. There are 2 suffix, primary, secondary. Primary suffix, if there is only carbon-carbon single bond in the compound, the suffix will be ane. See, for example, in this compound you are seeing only carbon-carbon single bond. There are 2 carbons, so the root word is eth. The primary suffix will be ane, so the name becomes ethane. I repeat once. In this compound there are 2 carbons in the longest chain. So the root word is eth. So I have written eth. Right? Root word I have written eth. There is only carbon-carbon single bond. Right? So what suffix I am using? Primary suffix. Which one? Ane. So I have written ane. So the name of this compound will be ethane. Right? Similarly, if there is even a single carbon-carbon double bond, suffix will be ene. If there is even a single carbon-carbon triple bond, ine. So you see this compound, there are only 2 carbons. So the root word is, I just told, eth. Carbon-carbon double bond, so suffix will be ene. Here a carbon-carbon triple bond, so suffix will be ine. And there are 2 carbons, so the root word is eth. Regarding the secondary suffix, we will be talking about it later in the next videos. It is basically used for higher priority functional groups. So I will explain it in the upcoming videos to you. Then prefix, primary prefix, again we will be discussing in the upcoming videos. Let's talk about the secondary prefix. Secondary prefix is used for either alkyl groups or lower priority functional groups. In this video we will focus on alkyl groups. See, the word alk is coming from the root word only, the number of carbon atoms. A carbon atom, meth, 2 carbon atoms, eth, 3 carbon atoms. What we have to do is just put a suffix over here, that is "-ile". So if there is 1 carbon, it is methyl, 2 carbon ethyl, 3 carbon propyl. Now you would ask me, sir, what is the difference in this alkyl and the root word then? See, this is a substituent. So then what? Substituent hai to kya? See, when we are talking about a substituent, we basically are saying that suppose this is a carbon chain, this is a main carbon chain, and over here this is a substituent. So what I am saying is that this is an alkyl substituent and this is the parent chain. What is this? Parent chain. So you can see that this carbon is now bonded to 3 hydrogen atoms and is bonded to the main chain. Right? So the substituent will have 3 bonds to either hydrogen or other atoms and will be bonded to the parent chain. Okay? So this is a substituent. Now in this substituent there is only 1 carbon, so methyl, 2 carbons, if there would have been 2 carbons, so it would be ethyl, or if there are 3 carbons it would be propyl. तो बच्चों जैसे हम इस एग्जाम्पल को देखें, यहाँ पर ये जो आप देख रहे हैं ये लॉन्गेस्ट चेन है ना, क्योंकि इसमें 5 कार्बन एटम्स, तो इसको बोला गया है पेरेंट चेन। राइट? इस पेरेंट चेन से क्या डिराइव करेंगे हम लोग? पेरेंट चेन विल गिव अस द रूट वर्ड। So as you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 कार्बन है। सो रूट वर्ड जो यहां पर आएगा दैट विल बी पेंट। राइट। अब व्हाट इज दिस, ये क्या है, इसको मैंने बोला था बेटा एल्काइल सब्स्टिट्यूएंट, एल्काइल सब्स्टिट्यूएंट, राइट। तो आप देखिए ना इस कार्बन को CH2 1/3 बॉन्ड, जो फोर्थ बॉन्ड होगा दैट शुड बी विद द पेरेंट चेन, राइट। समझ में आई बात। यू कैन राइट दिस थिंग लाइक दिस ऑल्सो C2H5। तो आप पूछेंगे सर ये क्या है, पहले लिख रहे हैं CH2 CH3, हाउ कम इट इज C2H5, व्हाट आर वी डूइंग। तो बेटा देयर आर 3 ways of writing the formula of an organic compound. What are those 3 ways? See, one is a expanded formula. Say for example, I have got this compound C4H10. So one way is to write it like this, wherein आप show कर रहे हैं that every carbon is having 4 bonds, right? You can see over here. So this is the expanded form. Normally we do not write this way, बहुत लंबा हो जाता है, it takes a lot of space. So this thing is normally written like this way. So this is CH3, then CH2, then CH2, then CH3, right? This is one way. You can compress it also. The compressed form is this. So the same C4H10 can be written like this. तो मैंने क्या किया, these CH2 I have clubbed up and written as CH2 whole twice. राइट। क्वेश्चन जब आपसे स्कूल एग्जाम्स में पूछे जाएंगे तो दे विल ऑलवेज बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कंप्रेस्ड फॉर्म, वो हमेशा ऐसे देते हैं सो दैट द स्टूडेंट्स गेट कंफ्यूज्ड। हम कुछ और एग्जांपल्स भी अभी लेंगे सो दैट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड देम बेटर। दिस इज अ बॉन्ड लाइन फॉर्मूला और बॉन्ड लाइन नोटेशन। नाउ इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, यहाँ पर एवरी दिस डॉट, एवरी कॉर्नर इज कंसिडर्ड टू बी अ कार्बन, राइट। तो आप बोलेंगे बट सर वेयर आर द हाइड्रोजन्स। तो यहां पर मेरा एक डायलॉग याद रखना, जिसका कोई नहीं होता उसका हाइड्रोजन होता है। ओके, सो व्हाट इज इट, जिसका कोई नहीं होता उसका हाइड्रोजन होता है। व्हाट डज इट मीन, व्हेन यू डोंट सी एनी अदर बॉन्ड अराउंड कार्बन इट मीन्स देयर इज अ हाइड्रोजन। अगर आपको जो रीड कर रहे हैं बुक में, क्वेश्चन पेपर में, इफ इट इज नॉट रिटन देन इट इज हाइड्रोजन फॉर श्योर। ठीक है बच्चे। सो यू सी ओवर हियर वी हैव सीन ओनली वन बॉन्ड ऑफ कार्बन, तो यू आस्क सर व्हाट अबाउट द रेस्ट 3। सो रेस्ट 3 आर हाइड्रोजन बट दे आर नॉट शोन, दे आर कंसिडर्ड टू बी अंडरस्टूड कि हाँ वो है, यू अंडरस्टूड दैट पार्ट। ओके, दिस इज बॉन्ड लाइन नोटेशन। लेट्स टेक वन मोर एग्जांपल ऑफ द सेम। See, this is the compound. Once again, this is, yes, what is this? Parent chain. यहां से क्या मिलेगा? Root word. ये क्या है? Alkyl substituent. Agreed? Now, how do you write in the compressed form? देखो, CH3, CH3. So CH3 whole twice. Then CH is written like this. CH2 like this, CH here, this CH3 is written in brackets, then CH2 and then CH3, compressed form. Bond line notation 1 2 3 4 5 6. In fact I made it wrong, it should be over here like this. Okay, so first carbon, second carbon, a methyl on the second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, a methyl on the fourth carbon, fifth carbon, and this is the sixth carbon. Simple, right? Sir, एक example और, huh? I know what you wanted to say. So let's go to the third one. Now see this compound. Now over here, see, this can be considered as the longest chain. How many carbons do you see over here? 1 2 3 4 5. All right, and in that case this will be an alkyl substituent, this will be an alkyl substituent, right? Okay, this is one way of writing it. You can also write it like this. Rather than making it in this shape, you can make it a straight line also, CH3, CH2, C, CH2, CH3, then 2 alkyl substituent, right. So, here this is the parent chain and these are the 2 substituents, okay. In the condensed form, you can write it like this. There are 4 C2H5 bonded to 1 carbon. And in the bond line notation, you can write it like this, the swastik chain, okay, the sign of swastik, right, not referring to Nazis at all or Hitler at all, okay, this is a swastik chain, okay. Now, so now you know how to express this, the organic compound in the expanded form, compressed form, or the bond line notation. They can ask it in any of the form. I hope you have all understood and you can easily solve questions based on this. Now, we will start naming, but first we will do the hydrocarbons, which are alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. So, how do you differentiate between the two? It is differentiated on the basis of the 2 things. First is a homologous series, like alkanes have this particular formula, CnH2n plus 2. You start with n is equal to 1. So, you will get CH4. So, C1, 2 into 2, 2 into 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4, so CH4. Now, please remember, every member of a homologous series is simply different by a CH2 group. Or you add CH2, you will get to the higher member, you remove CH2, you go to the lower member. मतलब ये CH4 है, मैं इसमें CH2 ऐड करूँगा तो एल्केन का नेक्स्ट मेंबर मुझे मिल जाएगा C2H6. इसमें एक CH2 ऐड किया C3H8. So this is methane, this is ethane, this is propane. Same way, alkenes have the general formula CnH2n, but please remember, in the case of alkenes, n should be greater than 1. Okay, you cannot take n as 1, it should be greater than 1. Same way, alkynes also, n should be greater than 1. So, you take n is equal to 2, so you will get C2H4. Next member, add CH2, C3H6. Next member, add CH2, C4H8. Same way, alkynes, CnH2n minus 2. First member, C2H2. Next member, C3H4. Next member, C4H6. Apart from this, what else is the differentiating factor? Alkanes will have all carbon-carbon single bond. Alkenes will have at least 1 carbon-carbon double bond. Alkynes will have at least 1 carbon-carbon triple bond. I am saying at least 1. So, at least 1 carbon triple bond, at least 1 carbon-carbon double bond. Alright? Chali. So, now we know this part. Now, I will also give you 2 very basic laws. Elaboration of individual compounds like alkanes की naming कैसे करेंगे, alkenes की कैसे करेंगे, alkynes की कैसे करेंगे, that we will do in the upcoming videos. But 2 basic laws which you should always remember. They are, first one, the longest chain rule. Now, what it says, that the root word should be derived. Please remember, the root word should be derived from the chain containing, first part, maximum number of carbon atoms. It should either have maximum number of carbon atoms, or it should contain a carbon-carbon double or triple bond, or it should contain a functional group. And suppose functional group is also there, carbon-carbon double bond is also there, then it should contain both. ठीक है? The first basic rule. Second, lowest locant rule. See, we have to number the chain so as to tell on which position a substituent is present, right? Say for example, in this case, I have to tell where the substituent is present. So, I will number it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, which means on the third carbon there is an alkyl substituent. Okay, fine, we will do it in detail also. So, while numbering the chain, we should remember that a substituent gets the lowest value. If there is only a substituent present, the substituent will get the lowest value. If suppose the chain has a carbon-carbon double or triple bond, in that case, this should get the lowest number. Then substituent will not get the lowest number, double or triple bond will get the lowest number. And if a functional group is present over there, then the priority should go to functional group. Okay, so if I have to write down the order, I will simply say functional group gets the first priority, followed by carbon-carbon double or carbon-carbon triple bond, followed by substituent. This is the order that will follow. Okay. So, my dear friends, these are the basics which you should always remember before starting the IUPAC nomenclature. In fact, I would suggest that whenever you are doing IUPAC nomenclature, please watch this video once. So all the basics, you will understand. There's much more to it, which I'll be giving in the upcoming videos. Please keep watching the videos and do subscribe to our channel, Yuva Institute. Bye bye.